Welcome back to the ICC Cricket Academy. The third game of the day is lined up. Match number 19 between Emirates Blues taking on Dubai. Well, exciting game ahead. We have witnessed two of great games earlier. Now the time for the third for this Emirates D10 2023. And it's time for us to go with Ahmed Khwaja, who's got two captains out there for the toss.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. It's time for match number 19, the third match of the evening. Alongside me are the two captains. Of course, we have Alishan Sharafu leading Emirates Blues. We have Safir Tariq, the wicketkeeper captain of Team Dubai, and of course, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee. And it's going to be Alishan to flip the coin. Tails is the call. Let's come down as heads. Alishan Sharafu, you have won the toss. Please post your beautiful mug in the camera and tell us what is your decision.
We would like to have a ball first. Worked yesterday. I'm going to try and do the same today again.
And of course, coming off a victory like you mentioned, so the confidence is up, the team morale is up.
Yeah, I mean, at some point we had to get our first one on the board, and hopefully we carry on from where we left last night and try and get another win tonight.
Any changes to the playing 11?
Yeah, we've got a couple changes. Hardik misses out and Shalom misses out. Akasha and Aryan Saxena comes in.
Best of luck for the game.
Thank you.
सफीर भाई अनफॉर्चुनेटली आज टॉस हार गए. अगर आप जीते तो आप लोग क्या करते?
हमारा भी प्लानिंग था कि आज पहले बैटिंग करें, तो क्योंकि बैटिंग हमारी टच में है तो कोशिश करेंगे 120 130 तक हम इसको रन्स करें और अच्छा एक टोटल सेट करें ताकि इनको अंडर प्रेशर हम आउट कर सकें जल्दी जल्दी.
कल थोड़ा सा मिक्स्ड बैग दिन था, एक मैच जीते एक मैच हारे, तो टीम में कोई चेंजेस रिगार्डिंग दैट?
हाँ, फ्यू चेंजेस हैं क्योंकि तैमूर इंजर्ड हो गया, इसलिए फिर एक बैट्समैन को ऐड किया है, फिर आज वसीशा रेस्ट कर रहा है, उसकी जगह एक बॉलर को ऐड किया है क्योंकि कल बॉलर शॉट होने की वजह से हमारा थोड़े रन ज़्यादा हो गए थे, तो आज हमने बॉलिंग लाइन अब प्रॉपरली 2-3 ऐड किया.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर द गेम सफीर.
थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Right then, news from the center is that Emirates Blues have won the toss and they have elected to bowl first.
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja. With a beautiful smile, he says Emirates Blues elected to bowl first. Hope that smile is not fake. Well, it's time for the playing 11s for two. Abdul Malik, Aryan Lakra, Haider Sabnani, Jayditya Malik, Mayank Kumar Chaudhary, Mohammad Farooq Momin, Nilansh Keswani, Rahul Bhatia, Ronak Panoli, Safir Tariq, and Shahid Nawaz gets a game here. Aditya Shetty for Emirates Blues, and Akasha Tahir, Alishan Sharafu, Ansh Tandon, Aryan Saxena, Ashwant Waltappa, Fahad Nawaz, Harith Shetty, Harsh Desai, Tanish Suri, and Zawar Farid completes 11 for Emirates Blues. It will be a great contest to see. Both these teams are looking for the qualifiers. It's Ronak Panoli who's out there at the center, and alongside him, this gentleman need to head up to see. How are they? Well, the two openers there for Emirates Blues, and we're waiting. Let's play. Yeah, play is the call from Mujahid Raza. Zawar Farid with the new ball. Oh, very watchful. Drop and run. First runs on a very first delivery. Off the mark, Dubai with a single. And striping in the com box, it's Mudassir Ali. Welcome to the commentary box, Mudassir.
Very good evening, Abid, and good decision by Emirates Blues captain Alishan Sharafu, winning the toss and opting to bowl first. They have got those 2 points last night. What a performance by Alishan Sharafu, the captain leading from the front, and the bowler spinners doing extremely good job to get those 2 points. It's Zawar Farid bowling the first over.
Oh, big swing. Tries to go big on a very first delivery. Well, Hari there wouldn't waste any time. That drop and run from Ronak Panoli. Want his partner to be on strike and should be looking for that looseness to put it away. The two deliveries here, one single and a dot ball here. Zawar Farid, not a lot of movement. Oh, this one is put away. Big one on the leg side. And that's gone all the way. Holiday enjoying the Friday.
tall lad Hriday going strong against Zawar Farid. Miles up in the air and clears that mid wicket with ease. Good start for this youngster.
That was a big six on the onside. Really had a nice control on that. Young man not shy away from pulling. Oh, beats him with a change of pace. How is that missed the leg stump? I'm wondering how.
Brilliant change of pace by Zawar Farid. Couple of deliveries ago, he was hit for a maximum. What a comeback. Rolling his finger, just missing that leg stump. Great camera work behind the stumps. Completely disguised here, Hriday.
I think great replay work as well. That's up and over. The chase for the fielder. It's a lightning outfield, but ball will not go all the way. Ashwant Waltappa. The big stripe, tall. Would cut that down from the boundary line, but I think good confident shot there to get 3 runs for Hriday.
For a moment, I thought we have a Jason Holder here. It's Waltappa.
Yeah, I think you need to work on putting weight on a little bit slim. If you compare him to Jason Holder. Big in swinger there. Ronak Panoli would deal with singles only. A good over for Dubai. 11 of it for none.
They are in trouble here. Coming behind the ball, trying to go across. Misses the line completely. Luckily, just past that leg stump. He has been brilliant. He has been impressive throughout this tournament, bowling in the power play. Young Harsh Desai.
Tanish Suri getting a game here. That's a second game for him. Doing that hard work, glove work behind the stumps. Not a clean collect on the previous delivery. Oh, he makes room, goes over the offside. Chase for Zawar. The ball wins the race. Good looking shot there from Hriday.
Dealing in boundaries, the youngster, the tall Hriday Vaswani. Good improvisation, going inside out over the cover fielder. And quick lightning outfield, helping Hriday and EC Dubai, I beg your pardon. Fetching that boundary, moves to 16 Dubai in just 8 deliveries.
Well, that's a difficult one for the keeper because that's really a blind spot where you cannot spot the ball and you're standing up. And Harsh Desai is kind of using his shoulder, bowling a little quicker than usual. The keeper couldn't collect that one well. Tanish Suri behind the stumps. Oh, he goes on the onside. That's straight on the line and put it down. Goodness me. Already a chance to given Fahad Nawaz it is. Usually a safest pair of hands. Put down. Well, Ronak Panoli must be feeling lucky.
Survives Ronak Panoli. Covered a lot of ground. Fahad Nawaz always under the ball but misses completely. Good piece of bowling by Harsh Desai after conceding that boundary. Unlucky that he did not got that wicket of Ronak Panoli.
Not a convincing fielding there from Emirates Blues. I think fielding is being a very important aspect of the game. You need to really work hard. This one belted hard towards the long on. Fielder settling underneath. Takes the catch. Unstunned. You beauty. What a catch that is. Extremely hard. Knows where the boundary line is. And gets that catch. Big wicket down. Hariday is gone up.
So wicket number 1 falls here. Brilliant piece of bowling. Flight offered. Going for that big heave. It was miles up in the air. Waited and waited. Unstunned. Excellent. Brilliant catch taken by the youngster Unstunned to get rid of dangerous looking Hriday Savnani. Making 14 of 8 balls with the help of a boundary and a maximum. It's 18 for the loss of 1.
Well, in comes set number 3. The most experienced batter for the team Dubai. Mayank Kumar. The problem with Mayank is he's not been able to get some runs. This is Ronak Panoli, but the other end he will not be on a strike. Mayank, because it was last ball of Harsh Desai. And I think the plan is to stick with the spinners. Ronak on 3 or 4 deliveries. He's enjoying the show. Aditya comes into the attack. Well, being leggy in the 10 overs plays a big role in the team. And also someone like Aditya who can deceive you with googlies. It's really amazing to watch him play.
It can go either way. So he can leak those runs or else he can be very devastating by picking those wickets. 6 matches, 5 wickets. Economy a bit on a higher side, 12.2. Aditya Shetty to Mayank. Goes on the back foot. Power generated but finds the fielder. 1 bounce. Well fielded by the youngster. Keeping it down to a single. The spinners are doing an extremely good job. If we talk about ECB Blues bowling, last night Aditya Shetty picking up those 3 wickets and getting the player of the match against Sharjah. Ronak Panoli on strike. Googly hit hard, but there's a protection at the fine leg. It's young Harsh Desai. So far, they were able to keep this man quiet. Ronak Panoli, 4 of 5 deliveries. They haven't opted for that floating power play. Dubai.
Well, that is up in the air and put down. Harsh Desai. Well, what is going on with Emirates Blues? They are really sluggish in the outfield. Drop that. The second drop, if I'm not wrong. Not convincing.
And look at the delivery, Abid. This is the same delivery he bowled last night to Usman Khan, and he got the wicket. This is a surprise delivery. He has been working on an easy catch put down by young Harsh Desai. Continues Aditya Shetty. Very good piece of bowling. Couple of googlies. Now a leg break delivery. Just 3 runs conceded in 5 balls. Keeping things in control. Very watchful. It will just be a single for Mayank and for Dubai. It has been a very tidy over from Aditya Shetty. So it's 22 on board for the loss of 1, 3 gone. 3 overs, 22 on board. They have lost that wicket of Hriday Savnani. Harsh Desai will continue. Wicket to his name, giving away just 6 runs in the first over. Coming down the track on the very first delivery. Excellent work in the deep. Very quick, these youngsters, especially if we talk about the outfield. It has been lightning quick, but extremely well done by the youngster.
Yeah, look at that lush green outfield, and it has the decline towards the boundary line. Ronak goes up high. This should be taken. Goodness me. This time Ashwant Waltappa. He cannot believe it. Harsh Desai cannot believe it. Well, what is going on? It's buttery hands.
They're unable to catch anything coming towards them. It has been the problem of ECB Blues tonight. An easy chance, yet again gone begging. The culprit is Ashwant Waltappa. Unlucky for Harsh Desai. Keeping it tight. Just 16 years old. But look at the way he is bowling. Looks like he has years of experience to bowl in the power play. He just gave away 6 runs in his first over. Continues to keep things under control. Harsh Desai.
Bowls half tracker, but finds the fielder Zawar Farid. I think most of the fielders has put down the catches while the senior man doing their right job. The youngsters, you expect them from these youngsters a little better. Kumar goes high, goes over, all the way, straight into the hand. This time, Aditya Shetty cut it loose and comes forward, takes that catch. Mayank Chaudhary's miserable form continues.
He has been promoted up the order. Trying to raise the tempo of the runs. Going down on one knee. Got the elevation but not the distance. Settling under the ball. Aditya Shetty. This time no mistake. And there you go. Sigh of relief from Harsh Desai. Mayank Kumar, just 3 runs to his name. Is 24 for the loss of 2.
What a great over this is in process. Harsh Desai is on a verge to complete his quota of 2 overs, 1.5, picked up 2 wickets, given only 8 runs. There was a drop as well. Now captain of Dubai comes to bat, and direct hit. I think Ronak Panoli easily made. 4 overs gone. Great spell from Harsh Desai. 2 for 9 is given. It's 25 for 2, Dubai.
Two overs, couple of wickets and 9 runs conceded by Harsh Desai. Aditya Shetty will continue to bowl the 5th over. In trouble here, Dubai. Just 25 on board. Safir Tariq, the captain. Need to build up a partnership here, Safir and Ronak. They also need to make sure score those runs very quickly. They're running out of overs here. Dubai.
I think Dubai is good. Little on a back foot now, with two of their batters out there. Mayank Kumar just had a one good game in this tournament so far, while Aditya Shetty certainly bowled really well, pretty economical over the previous one, only 4 given. Again, a dot ball, he generated really well. He's the one who's keeping the runs flow down. As the other end, Harsh Desai was getting benefit and was economical and wicket taker as well. It's up in the air. You can only watch it sailing over your head. What a shot. Solid connection. Ronak Panoli gets 6 runs.
Last maximum from the blade of Ronak Panoli. A bit fuller and full advantage taken by Ronak. Stand and delivered. Up high and handsome over the long off fielder. A much needed maximum from the blade of Ronak Panoli. They need a lot of more of maximum from Ronak Panoli as well as from Safir Tariq. The run rate of 7.1 as of now for Dubai.
I think Ronak Panoli now is using his feet pretty well. We saw earlier when he was dropped, there was hardly a use of feet from him. Now he's using his feet pretty well, especially against the leggy. That ball was turning away when he picked that up. Cuts it nicely straight to Al Thappa. And no runs there. The final 2 deliveries from Aditya, and he must be looking to strike, pick a wicket here, break this partnership. Just don't let these 2 batters get settled. Once these 2 gets going, I think Dubai will post a mammoth total. Oh, pitch of a delivery from the leggy. He's so good with these deliveries, Aditya Shetty, isn't he?
Not afraid to give that flight. Inviting Ronak Panoli to go big. Misses the line completely after conceding that maximum couple of dot deliveries. Good comeback by the young leggy Shetty. 32 on board for the loss of 2. Dubai, the last delivery of this over. Yet again a flighted delivery, trying to go big. Falling in no man's land. A couple of runs has been taken on the final delivery of this over. A good spell by Aditya Shetty, though he has gone wicketless. 2 overs, 13 runs have been conceded by Aditya Shetty. 5 overs gone, 34 for the loss of 2. Dubai. Five overs, 34 on board for the loss of 2. ECB Blues looking good, and there will be change in the voices in the comm box. It will be Ahmed Khwaja and Asim Sheikh to entertain you.
Thank you very much, Mudassir. Match nicely poised here between 2 young sides. Emirates Blues taking on Dubai. It's going to be Akasha Tahir back into the side. I've been told he's been coming back after a very serious long-term injury. So just finding his feet once again in domestic cricket. Former UAE under-19. Oh, straight to delivery. Big appeal, but just perhaps slipping down the leg side. So good start for Akasha. Safir Tariq, the captain, new to the crease, so looking to get going. Ronak Panoli, he's gotten a couple of lives, so he needs to make them count. And a very interesting passage of play coming up the next 30 balls. It was, of course, the Emirates Blues who won the toss and elected to bowl first. So they are looking to restrict Dubai to a score as low as possible. Pulled away off a length behind square. And there's nobody out there to clean up the ball. It will race away for 4 as I welcome Asim Sheikh into the comm box.
What a welcome there from the batter. Just making sure that he placed it in the right area. It was a bigger part of the ground. and had enough for it to go all the way. Playing it behind square and making sure it was timed beautifully. No chance for Fahad Nawaz. Valiant effort from him.
Already 3 catches put down by the Blues this evening. I do feel that the dew is coming on and causing a nuisance. Will be interesting to see in the second innings especially. This time very full and straight. Getting a hint of shape on the ball, but nicely managed by Safir Tariq. They're pushing for 2 once again. And that's excellent running between the wickets.
That's a lot better. But I think despite dropping 3 catches, they are still on top of the game here. The Emirates Blues. They've made sure that they have tested the batters here. They've done that brilliantly here. 5.3 overs, 40 for 2. And Safir and Ronak trying to stitch in a partnership here. It's worth 16 runs at the moment.
Yeah, run rate is just around 7.5 there or thereabouts. So no serious pressure. Fuller delivery, just punched down the ground for a single. So they're just content to do it in 1s and 2s right now. I do feel Ronak Panoli has to be the aggressor here.
Well, certainly he can do that. He has been doing it the last 6 odd months. He's been scoring in bulk and scoring at a very brisk pace. So it would be expected out of Ronak to come out and step up to the occasion and put pedal on the gas.
Been a sluggish inning so far from Ronak. Has struck a 6 but still going just above run a ball. So Alishan Sharfu posted there at long off will be quite content with proceedings for now. Away swinger but mishandled by the wicketkeeper. So another bye added to the score. It kept a touch low there. But Akasha certainly is getting that ball to just swing a touch there. And good to see him back in the domestic scene after a long road to recovery.
Oh, certainly he was injured and he was kept out. Was forced to be out, in fact. But good to see a young lad like Akasha coming back. He's a talented cricketer.
It's not just a physical toll, but also a psychological one. But he's bowling good areas this time. Nicely turned towards mid-wicket once again. They're pushing for 2 on the throw. And excellent running indeed. That's the way to do it. So a tidy over from Akasha Tahir. 9 runs off it, 44 for 2. Well, it's been slow going for Team Dubai so far. Ronak run a ball 14. Hriday Savnani, he was looking good. Getting a chance today, 14 off 8. Mayank Kumar Chaudhary, not quite getting the runs we were expecting of. Still have the likes of Aryan Lakra, Abdul Malik, Mohammad Farooq, even Nilansh Keswani can bat. Jayditya Malik can bat too. So they certainly need to try to be a bit more aggressive in the final 4 overs here. And it is time for the floating power play. Yes, there you go. So this is the chance for Ronak to really cut loose, really go hell for leather.
Umpire Mujahid Raza doing a decent job out there. Floating power play, as we said, it brings in wickets. We saw in the last game it brought in 4 wickets in 1 over from Mohammad Rohit.
That was an incredible spell. A long on and a deep square leg in place for Zawar Farid. Capped by the UAE. UAE all-rounder. Was part of the ILT 20 as well. Let's see if he can show his quality this evening. Starts with a slower ball and right through the gate. Pace off. Wicket to wicket. And Ronak Panoli disappoints.
Well, certainly it was a time to cut loose. And the slow one dipping right in front. Just not able to cover the line of the ball completely. Trying to have that horizontal whack onto the onside. Have a look at that. Well, I think it's slightly kept low as well. Not to Ronak's liking. And that was it. You miss and I had, says Zawar Farid. And he picks his first wicket of the night. Ronak Panoli stay comes to an end. A runner ball 14. 44 for 3.
So the new batter in is the bowling all-rounder Mohammad Farooq. Very good player for this format. Bowls excellent quick leg break and a sweet timer of the ball as well. And they need a sweetly timed innings from him. Get that score perhaps up to about 100, 110. Look at that strike rate of 241. Tailor-made for the role.
Tailor-made for the format, and we'll have to wait and see how he goes about business here.
Slower delivery, just punched out into the covers. Chance for a run out, but Farooq is very, very quick between the 22 yards. So good bowling here from Zawar Farid. Completely pace off and bowling according to his field.
Well, absolutely, and that is exactly what it gave you. The wicket of Ronak Panoli. Ronak, we know how dangerous he can be, but not so dangerous for Blues tonight.
Yeah, Ronak Panoli is still thinking about that dismissal. It's hot work out there for sure. Cut away, but great fielding at backward point. Akash Tahir himself out there, and look at that backup. Wonderful work there. Harsh Desai, he's a live wire in the field.
Didn't have the best of the days here in terms of the field, but he's just trying to compensate by putting in the extra effort, making sure that Dubai is definitely put under the pressure.
Very good over from Zawar Farid so far. He's understood what is required on this pitch. The more you put pace on the ball, the further you have a chance that it's going to travel. Just spliced away towards that extra cover region, only dealing in singles. They've lost that momentum. The last boundary was, I believe, that 6 that Ronak Panoli, no, it was that swivel pull Safir Tariq played off Akasha. But since then, they've really kept a lid on the scoring, denied them the boundaries, and the Dubai batters are getting frustrated here.
Well, certainly, and if you keep bowling there, if you are not letting them free their arms, that is exactly what does. It brings in wickets for you.
Down the leg side, struck on the pads. This time it was pace on. And Safir Tariq, you could see, was very late on it. So he's just preparing mentally for the slow ball, but that was great variations from Zawar Farid.
Just not the ideal floating power play coming through for Team Dubai. He's losing the ploy. Can they get a big one here? 4 runs and a wicket coming through in this one.
Yeah, they desperately need some quick runs, don't they? Maybe that triple figure mark is looking very far away right now. Only 3 overs after this. They're yet to reach 50. Full outside off. Nicely bowled, and that's a brilliant power play over from Zawar Farid. A good spell on the night for him. 2 overs, 1 for 14. 48 for 3. The current run rate has now come below 7 for Team Dubai.
Zawar Farid with that brilliant over and got the wicket of Ronak Panoli, but it was Harsh Desai who bowled a fantastic spell, just conceding 9 runs in his 2 overs. That has actually taken them on the back foot here.
This time picked up towards the leg side. Doesn't have the legs to go all the way. Akasha Tahir into his second over. And great fielding by Fahad Nawaz. Really attacking the ball there.
Well, change of teams there for Fahad Nawaz. He was a part of the Dubai side in the D50. Now playing for Emirates Blues.
Yeah, maybe he prefers a lighter shade of blue. And yes, it was a very shrewd decision at the toss for Ali Shan to win the toss and elect to bowl first. Meanwhile, Team Fujairah, they're having a picnic, sitting on top of the table. 5 wins out of 5.
Well, they are chilling out there with Umair Ali Khan leading from the front in the ground and outside the ground as well.
This time belted straight. He's got a sweet connection. Over long off. A much needed maximum for Team Dubai.
Making a shot out of a very decent length, I'd say. It's taking a step forward and converting a good length delivery to an over-pitched one.
Yeah, absolutely. Made it a ball in the slot. And a strong strike by Farooq. He will not die wondering. He will play his game, and that's what you want to see in D10. Take the game by the scruff of the neck. Go after the bowling. So he's got a 6 to his name. 8 of 4 now. They need plenty more. Slower bouncer. Beautifully bowled there by Akasha. Good comeback after the 6. Showing he's got the variations. A thinking fast bowler is always a good fast bowler.
And you need to think right. That is something which is very crucial. And this shorter format of the game at times can keep you hanging either side. You can be right at times, you can be wrong at times, because the batters are definitely going to try something out of the coaching manual.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen all these reverse scoops, these paddles. They will knock you off your length. They will play mind games with you, shuffling in the crease. So you need to do exactly the same to them as well. Another slower bouncer, nicely bowled. He had a lot of time to carve it over point, just didn't connect.
That's something which I was anticipating, that he might come up with the shorter bumper, the slower bumper. And that is one of those effective deliveries which has given us those, the crucial moments in the game. Be it wickets, be it crucial dot balls.
Head of the Dubai Cricket Council, Mr. Amin Farooq, deep in thought. Super passionate about his cricket, especially creating that pathway for the youngsters. And he's played a vital role in that. Read the slow ball this time, pulled away towards square leg. And they're running for 2 on the throw, putting that pressure on Fahad Nawaz. And he just took his eye off the ball. They'll pick up a couple.
Certainly, a couple of good runs there. Important runs. Now it's just about how much they'll be able to add to it. 12 deliveries, rather 13 of them. And I think they should focus on going big. They've just lost 3 wickets. The wickets are not a concern here. It's just about having the right amount of connection with a good amount of result here.
They certainly need a cameo here. Read it this time and spliced to the keeper. So Akasha Tahir comes back into the tournament with a bang. Picks up the important wicket of Mohammad Farooq. Once again, that slower bouncer working to great effect.
And Tanish Suri does the rest. And easy as it could get there. End of the over there. Oh, that was off the glove. Just a day early onto the shot, Farooq Mohammad. And he's making his way back to the pavilion. 10 of 8. And Dubai has lost their 4th wicket at the mark of 57 after 8 overs.
So it's Abdul Malik, the burly left-handed all-rounder, coming in at number 6. He's certainly one of those who can provide that quick-fire cameo, those quick-fire runs. But there's not a lot of time. It's going to be Harit Shetty, the 5th bowler being introduced here. But he'll only be able to bowl 1 over. Interesting decision.
Well, he's a talented young lad. He has decent amount of pace with the days that he is going to mature. That's going to improve. Raw talent.
Oh, absolutely. We saw him during the D50, bowling a lot of exciting spells, moving that ball both ways. Genuine swing bowler. Inside edge. Past the keeper. And great fielding at fine leg by Harsh Desai. That saved a certain boundary. Well done.
He's trying every bit to compensate for that drop catch earlier on. That was an easy catch. Now he's putting in spectacular efforts, just trying to cover it up.
Length delivery, so he's lucky he got away with it. But Zafir Tariq trying to swing from the hip. It's not that kind of surface. It's not easy to hit through the line or on the up. You have to play as late as possible. Let's see if Abdul Malik can get going here. He can certainly pack a punch. and send that ball flying all over the ICC Academy. Good fast bowler as well. He will use the variations on this pitch to good effect, but they need a score on the board. Short delivery, beautifully bowled.
That took off, Ahmed. Very surprising that the short balls weren't kicking off that well, but on that occasion, I think it hit that part of the ground where the grass was still alive.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a difficult surface to bat on. We saw in the second game, the Ajman batters just couldn't get going. Were bundled out for just 75. 10 deliveries remaining in the innings. 10 crucial deliveries for Team Dubai. Harit Shetty in the middle of a good over. Pace on. And this time he was very late on it. And look at that commitment from the youngster. Herring after the ball.
Worth applauding. After you bowl, usually you don't see fast bowlers screaming through towards the circle, inner circle to stop the run.
Well, let's take a look at the dropped chances so far from Emirates Blues. That was a straightforward catch. Fahad Nawaz, you'd expect him to do better. This was an absolute dolly. And I'm sure Hush Desai does not want to see that replay again. And this was utter confusion between Ashwant Valthappa and Akasha there. He should have recovered after that drop from Ashwant. But not too much damage done despite it. Only 59 runs on the board.
Now, do we make a reel out of that, Ahmed?
I'm sure all of those lads won't be amused. They're all on Instagram. Pace on, and once again excellent bowling. I like that he's kept it simple. He's not tried too many variations. He's bowled pace on, but out of the hitting arc of both batters. And that's been very smart from young Harit Shetty.
Oh, yes, certainly. And his pace has something which has impressed me. He's very young and just about maturity hitting him, and he gets a lot better in terms of his line length. The consistency that he would get and he would offer to the game is something that we would be looking forward to in the coming days.
Jaiditya Malik there, padded up, good to go. I'm surprised Aryan Lakra has not come into the fray just yet. And he will have a very important role to play with the ball though. Excellent left arm spinner. Short ball spliced towards the long on region and taken. Alishan Sharfu takes a simple catch. And Harit Shetty gets rewarded for some excellent bowling.
Well, on the edge of the circle there and taking a simple catch, Alishan Sharfu. Catching practice for him. Half the side back in the pavilion now. Look at that. Banged in short. That hurried on to Abdul Malik. As simple as it could get. Malik makes his way back to the pavilion, just scoring 1 of 3. 60 for 5 after 8.5.
So it is the UAE all-rounder Aryan Lakra coming in at number 7. Usually expect him to bat in the top 3. But let's see, he only has 7 legal deliveries to deal with. Can he get that score up to maybe 80, 85? Looks difficult. Nice short ball pulled away firmly in front of square. But it's only going to be 1 run. That's a wonderful over from Harit Shetty. Job done, young man. 1 for 4 in his sole over. 61 for 5. So the final over of the innings. It's been a sluggish batting effort from Team Dubai despite getting 2 or 3 second lives due to dropped catches. None of the batters have shown any real impetus or momentum. And good bowling from the Blues so far, especially the spinners, Harsh Desai, Aditya Shetty, and Zawar Farid also bowled very well alongside Harit. So who will it be to bowl the final over? Making sure the fielders are in the right spot. It's the captain himself, Ali Shan. And he's been hit towards long on, over the fielder for 6. Well, 2 UAE teammates, 2 under-19 teammates, no love lost.
Well, certainly getting on top of things there, Alishan Sharfu. Well, they've played a lot of cricket together, as said by Ahmed. Teammates, they know about each other's strengths and weaknesses, and on that occasion, Aryan Lakra getting on top of things.
Well, could that be a gross miscalculation? Harit only bowling 1 over out of his 2. Oh, this time he's tried to scoop it, but it's gone through his legs. That would be great if it was football, but in cricket, that's a dot ball.
Excellent delivery, I'd say. Sticking to the basics, what is required at this stage, right in the block hole. He anticipated that the block hole is coming through. One right there, and just slightly lacking on the execution. And even if that would have connected, I think it would have ricocheted onto the stumps.
Full toss again, swiveled away towards mid-wicket. They're running hard for 2 on the throw. And he's off balance, so they will pick up a couple. Some much-needed momentum being picked up here by Team Dubai. But it certainly is a below par score. They need a couple of maximums, get up to maybe 85, 90. That could make this match interesting. Ishan Sharafu, well, he used to be a regular frontline bowler back in the day. Full toss, not capitalized once again. Only driven out to mid-wicket for a single.
Certainly, just not able to get the best of connections there. I think those are those deliveries when you're trying to hit it too hard, you might get a jerk on your hand as well. That's exactly, feels like that's what happened.
So Safir Tariq, well, all the while, the Dubai captain has been out there in the middle, 15 of 12. Can he send a couple flying out of the park, give them something to defend in the second innings? It is certainly a below par score for now. Penultimate over of the innings. Slower bouncer, cut away, behind point, long chase for the cover sweeper. And Zawar does really well. They've only taken 1.
Had a decent job from Alishan Sharfu. He's bowling the last over. He's just gone for 10. And I think if Alishan would have been told that you have to chase under 80, he would have accepted that gleefully during the toss.
Oh, absolutely, with both hands and both feet. So they've taken 10 off the final over. Final delivery of the innings. Aryan Lakra, can he connect? He's already hit 1-6 in the over. Coming up against his old buddy, Alishan Sharafu. Shuffles in the crease, and will that be given as a wide? A decision for the umpire to make. There is a run out from Tanish Suri. Wonderfully done. And I think that is the end of the innings. A great bowling effort from Team Dubai. And Tanish Suri enjoyed that run out.
Well, certainly. That was a brilliant pick up and throw. Taking the gloves off and making sure that he had the basics in place. Running for it. And they've lost their 6th wicket on the last ball of the inning. So no runs been added. They're 71 for 6 after 10 overs. And I think Blues have done a fantastic job in making sure that their darker version don't have a convincing total on the board.
A clean pick up and throw. And off the left hand, bang on target, eagle-eyed, no chance for Safir Tariq. He was 3 or 4 yards short. So yes, a wonderful bowling effort here from Emirates Blues. The fielding could improve, but overall Alishan Sharfu will be very, very satisfied with his bowlers' efforts. 3 or 4 batters getting into double figures, but nobody really kicking on. Safir Tariq 16 of 13, Hriday and Ronak 14 apiece. Mohammad Farooq and Aryan Lakra did what he could in the 6 balls that he faced.
Certainly convincing, pretty convincing performance there from the bowlers, especially the one that stood out was Harsh Desai. 2 overs, 9 runs and 2 wickets for him. Harit bowled that only over for 4 runs and picked up 1 wicket. And Zawar as well, the bowling that floating power play, getting rid of the dangerous Ronak Panoli, who could have made this total look somewhere closer to that 90-run mark. Not to be so, getting that wicket at the right time. And other than that, it was a complete convincing performance there from Emirates Blues.
Let's take a look at the highlights then. It was good early aggression from Hriday Savnani. We thought he'd be getting a big score, but great bounce back by Harsh Desai. That was chipped towards that long on and taken safely. Trying to force it on the leg side by Mayank Chaudhary. And this was a great catch taken. Aditya Shetty then came into the piece and was belted down the ground by Ronak for a big six. But that was a rare sight. The boundaries were denied. The bowling was well disciplined. That was a nice pull shot from Safir Tariq, but this was the key moment in the game. The floating power play, slower delivery by Zawar Farid dismissing Ronak Panoli. Mohammad Farooq hit a six, but not much after that. Just splicing one to the wicketkeeper. Harit Shetty bowled an excellent over, only conceded 4 runs and picked up the wicket of Abdul Malik. Aryan Lakra smacked his under-19 teammate for 6, but after that it was very good bowling from Ali Shan, only conceding 10 in the end, and eagle-eyed Tanish Suri with the run out. So 72 runs is the target for Emirates Blues to get the 2 points. Not a very high required run rate of 7.2. We'll take a short break and be right back for the run chase. Don't go anywhere.
good evening, and once again, welcome back to ICC Cricket Academy, Dubai. It's Emirates Blues taking on Dubai. Batting first to Dubai. Were in a bit of bother. Just posting 71 in their allotted 10 overs. Some contribution from Raunak, Hriday, Safir Tariq and Muhammad Farooq. But tight line and length kept them to below 75, with 3 extras has been conceded. Six bowlers have been used by the captain and pick of the bowler Harsh Desai, the youngster. 2 overs, 9 runs, couple of wickets to his name, and each wicket in the kitty for Zawar Farid, Akasha Tahir and Harit Shetty, and just 3 extras have been conceded by these young bowlers of Emirates Blues. They need 72. Emirates Blues last night they had a comprehensive win against Sharjah. These were the 2 batters walking in: Zawar Farid on the left and Captain Alishan Sharfu on the right. He batted brilliantly, Alishan Sharfu, last night, and remained unbeaten after scoring that 50 runs. So Emirates Blues need 72 runs in their allotted 10 overs to get yet another 2 points in their kitty. They are looking good after restricting Dubai to just 71. It's Alishan Sharfu, the captain, who will be taking the strike. 6 matches, 122, average of 24, and look at that strike rate, 214. It shows his class. He loves to go after the bowler in the power play, a hard-hitting batter, and with him is Zawar Farid, the non-striker end, and to bowl the new ball to start the proceedings is Abdul Malik. 5 matches, 6 wickets to his name, economy of 10.14. And joining me in the comm box to entertain all of us is Asim Sheikh. Welcome, Asim.
Thank you, Mudassir. And starts off with a bumper that goes a couple of feet away, above rather, of Alishan Sharfu. Not a big total on the board. Definitely would be looking forward to up their net run rate as well if they happen to chase this down quickly. Wicket has been playing very tricky. It's all about how they go about business in the initial overs, in the mandatory power play.
Oh, absolutely, and 72. If they can bowl on the right channels, they can make the life difficult of the batters of ECB Blues. Abdul Malik taking the thick outside edge. Lucky runs for Alishan Sharfu, off the mark with that boundary. Not in a convincing way. What matters are the 4 runs from the blade of Alishan Sharfu.
Absolutely. Just gets a boundary, important boundary, the first one, and that definitely sets the tone here for this run chase. Just trying to fetch that, getting a top edge, and gets a boundary. The runs keep flowing. I think they start to believe that it's going to be a walk in the park. Yes, they've done their job in the first innings. They're just trying to continue with that same momentum here. Alishan and Zawar both are aggressive. Takes a step forward and takes a single on the offside.
Typical Alishan Sharfu dancing down the track. Rotates the strike. Started off really well. 6 on board in just 2 balls. Riding high on confidence after that victory against Sharjah last night. Emirates Blues team led by Alishan Sharfu, and it's Zawar Farid alongside him. He'll be facing Abdul Malik for the first time in this innings. On strike, Zawar Farid. Very watchful, played with the soft hands towards the point. Quick run has been taken. Excellent running between the wickets by Alishan and Zawar.
They're just not taking the risk, and since the target is just 72, I think they can have that time to assess the wicket, what it is doing, and play sensibly. There have been ups and downs in terms of the performances for Emirates Blues, but the way they have come out and stood tall against the darker version of theirs, Dubai, Did a fantastic job there. Slashed on the offside, width on offer, and played it to perfection. Alishan Sharfu gets on top of things there.
A very poor delivery from Abdul Malik. Yet again getting that boundary. Alishan Sharafu way outside the off stump, width offered and full advantage taken by Alishan Sharafu. No protection in the deep. Once he clears the 30-yard circle, it's all about the 4 written on it. It's 11 on board, looking dangerous, Captain Alishan Sharafu.
Pulls it in the gap and gets a boundary. There was a long on in place, but he placed it to perfection wide of that fielder and gets back-to-back boundaries for him. It's 15 for no loss. And look at how confident this lad is looking.
Straight in the crease on the back foot and pulled it hard. It was the wide of long on, dealing in boundaries Alishan Sharafu. So the final delivery of the first over. Sharply coming into Alishan Sharafu, surprised Abdul Malik. A dot delivery to end the over number 1. 15 on board for no loss. So it will be Nilansh Keswani to bowl the second over. Up against Zawar Farid using the wrist. A quick single has been taken. But a poor throw coming from the fine leg.
Well, certainly just had to tuck it around the corner. Does a decent job. He was forced to actually scream for that single. Can't take the fielders lightly. They are lightning quick. On that occasion, had the throw been there on the stumps, would have been trouble for Alishan Sharfu. 16 for no loss. It would be expected out of Nilansh to strike and get a wicket or two. Improvising with his stance there and immediately pulls himself off from that delivery. Nilansh Keswani, he was forced to think other ways. And the battle between these youngsters is something of a different level, Mudassir.
Yes, absolutely, and they have played the under-19 cricket a lot together. Nilansh Keswani, Alishan Sharafu. A brilliant piece of bowling, clever piece of bowling, following the batter, not giving him much room to free his arm.
Zawar goes on the onside and connects well. One bounce over the rope, gets a boundary. Top shot there from Zawar Farid. No risk involved in terms of an LBW, and that is the tournament boundary number 288, brought to you by Dafa News.
That excellent shot, good improvisation, going down on one knee and placed behind the square. One bounce for the fence. First boundary from the blade of Zawar Farid.
That's a bigger part of the ground, mind you. Had that been the other side, that would have been maximum. Plays it late. Timed it beautifully. They had absolutely no chance to run for that single.
Equally well fielded by the fielder Abdul Malik. Denies the single. Alishan Sharafur quickly travelled to Abdul Malik. Trying to go big. Change of pace from Nilansh Keswani. Dot deliveries after conceding that boundary. Good comeback by young Nilansh Keswani.
Well defended. And a dot to finish. Decent over. Nilansh could not get that breakthrough which they were looking for. 2 overs gone, 21 for no loss. Time for the floating power play, and looks like the intentions loud and clear here from Alishan Sharfo that they want to go big, and they have taken the floating power play to continue the aggression. And I at times feel that this is a right strategy to continue with the power play and continue with the momentum. With the two set batters out there who have already gone through the power play, the mandatory power play, and they can have the momentum continuing.
Absolutely, and in the process, they can better their net run rate. Bouncing down the track and finds the man. The floating power play working in favor of Dubai. The very first delivery, trying to clear that short mid-wicket fielder. Good line and length from Shahid Nawaz. Strikes on the very first ball.
Intention was pretty clear there from Alishan Sharfu, but as the rule for floating power play works, as we have seen the trend, it doesn't go and floats in favor of the batting side. Most of the time we have seen a breakthrough coming through for the bowling side, and it has worked. Shahid Nawaz taking that catch. Rahul Bhatia, I beg your pardon, has taken that catch. Decently bowled by Shahid Nawaz on the very first ball. End of Alishan Sharfu. He walks back after scoring 14 of 7, giving the start to the Blues. 21 for 1. New man in is Ashwant Walthappa. The tall, lanky, left-handed batter. Again, a three-dimensional cricketer. He can keep, in fact, four-dimensional cricketer. And he's batted with a strike rate of 189, scored 106 runs, rather 104 runs in 6 games. And he has a decent average as well as far as this format is concerned. Batting at a healthy strike rate too. Here he comes. He'll be on strike. And a single on the very first ball. Does Blues fancy their chance of winning this game at a by completing it well before time? Do you think that would add as an advantage as far as the points table is concerned?
Absolutely, and they need to do that in order to better their net run rate. They have a very good chance scoring to get that 72. And the good news is Zawarfar is still out there in the middle. Shahid Nawaz. And he strikes the floating power play going in favor of Dubai yet again. Two batters who were among the runs last night departed. A brilliant delivery coming into Zawar Farid. Playing across the line, misses the line completely. And you miss, I hit, says Shahid Nawaz.
Oh, look at that delivery. Pitching and seaming in. That was the best part about that delivery. Full marks to Shahid. And both the openers are back in the pavilion. So the floating power play definitely has brought Dubai back in the game. 6 of 7 deliveries for Zawar Farid. 22 for 2 Blues. New batter in Fahad Nawaz. Stats doesn't speak about his caliber for sure. 6 matches, 36 runs. Good delivery. Just playing it with soft hands. Gets a single. Off the mark goes Fahad Nawaz. But what an over this has turned out to be. 2 wickets, 2 runs in the 4 balls that he's bowled. And have a look at the wickets there that was picked up here. First ball showing aggression. The second one again showing signs of aggression, missing the line completely. That seam movement from the deck is something that has worked wonders here for Shahid Nawaz. And mind you, if you're playing Shahid Nawaz, you have to be really watchful. He has the knack of nipping the ball in. That could have been third. Wow, absolutely brilliant. I think a bit lucky there on that occasion. Ashwant Valthappa getting his first boundary. Not in the best of the ways. That's a tournament boundary number 289 brought to you by Dafa News.
Trying to play away from the body. And lucky runs for Ashwant Valthappa, taking that inside edge and racing towards the fine leg region. We were talking about the aggression shown by the batters initially. Now they'll go to plan B. They would like to get those 2 points. Not trying to go after the bowlers. They need a partnership here. Brilliant piece of bowling. And excellent piece of running between the wickets by these 2 youngsters. Successful over from Shahid Nawaz. 7 runs and couple of wickets to his name. 28 for the loss of 2, 3 gone.
Back here for the live action. Tries to go inside out. Brilliantly executed by Ashwant Valthappa. Doesn't have enough legs for it to go all the way. But it will come back for 2. 30 for 2. A pretty decent start. I think Dubai would be believing that had they got about 20-25 runs more, they could have made a match out of this. It's still not over. A couple of wickets more can definitely push Blues onto the back foot. And he goes onto the back foot, plays it towards the covers, gets a single.
Keeping the fielders so busy, Ashwant Valthappa taking a couple of runs on the first delivery, then a single. They need these 2 wickets. The next man to come in is Ansh Tandon on screen. Very focused, determined to perform for his team. Ansh Tandon, he started off really well in this tournament. 31 on board for the loss of 2. Dubai needs a couple of more wickets. It's a Fahad Nawaz on strike against Farooq. Inside out, brilliant shot, goes over extra cover with ease, clears that boundary rope, a maximum from the blade of Fahad Nawaz.
Shot of the match in my opinion, Mudassir. Trademark Fahad Nawaz, making room for himself and playing it over the extra cover region. He loves playing in that zone and that brings a lot of confidence to him. The more he plays it in that area, and if you allow him to bat in that zone, I'm sure you're inviting a lot of trouble for yourself and the team.
Absolutely, and a lot of control. He has played that inside out shot. And look at the timing and the power generated by Fahad Nawaz, getting that first maximum. Leaking runs here, Farooq Momin. Talking about the wickets, but here Fahad Nawaz dealing in boundaries. Under pressure, Farooq. What a comeback, trying to be cheeky, trying to improvise, going for that scoop shot, misses the line and he hits the leg stump. Wicket number 3 goes down.
Well, he was too early onto the shot. That was tossed up pretty nicely by Farooq Momin. Beautifully tossed up. It was slow through the air. And Fahad Nawaz just getting a bit too early onto the shot. 37 for 3 now. Have a look at that. It was tossed up. He went a bit too early. And as a result, went too forward as well, which resulted in that massive gap. No connection whatsoever. And Fahad Nawaz departs after hitting that only 6-7 of 3 for him. 37 for 3 Blues. Time for Ansh Tandon. He's out there. 6 matches, 56 runs. Strike rate is decent. But just not got enough runs here in this tournament. Off the back foot. That's a wrong one coming through from Farooq. Over has definitely brought in success, but that was the last wicket there. Fahad Nawaz trying to paddle it down. Just not having the best of connections. Poor execution of the back foot. Plays it towards the cover sweeper. They'll just settle for a single. 4 gone. 38 for 3. The match has been brought to you by Fan Code. The entire tournament, Emirates D10. The entire D series has been powered by Fan Code, bringing you these live actions. Level of cricket has definitely upped here in UAE. Has been glided down towards third. Shahid Nawaz continuing, and a very obvious choice. Someone who has given them the breakthrough. Someone who has brought themselves that belief that they can pull something out of this game. Is continuing here from the ICC Academy end.
He has got those 2 wickets in his previous over, and yet again Safir Tariq trusting Shahid Nawaz. And the concern for Safir Tariq is the 2 left-handers out there in the middle. When he is going to get Rahul Bhatia, the left-arm orthodox. They need to get a wicket in this over. Shahid Nawaz to Ashwant. Cut hard towards the third man. A bit slow off the block, Ronak Panoli.
Was a tough one there. Ball dying onto him as he was trying to scream through. 40 for 3. 32 more required of 34. It's just a run-a-ball affair here. As we said, had they had about 25, 30 odd runs, we could have got a match out of it. Not to be so. They need wickets here. Dubai needs wickets.
Sachant Walthappa and Ansh Tandon out there in the middle. So Ansh Tandon, the stylish left-hand batter. He has been with the national team which travelled to Nepal recently for ACC Men's Premier Cup. Excellent, brilliant piece of bowling continues. Perfect delivery for the left-hander.
Well, he's a tall, fast bowler. An action that is not very orthodox. Well, beautiful bowling from Shahid Nawaz. He has impressed us in the past in the domestic tournaments, and he has continued to impress us with his exceptional bowling.
On the back foot, the ECB Blues, after losing those 3 quick wickets. It depends on Ansh and Ashwant Walthappa. But looking good is Shahid Nawaz. Dancing down the track, not in control. To just a single play towards the deep square leg.
Showing intentions here, Ansh Tandon, he has faced 5 deliveries for his 3 runs. Getting a bit itchy to get those boundaries. Meanwhile, Ashwant, he's batting on 10 of 6 deliveries. After the departure of Alishan Sharfu and Zawar Farid, the scoring rate has fractionally gone down. Oh, what a delivery. Again, it kicked off from the surface. That extra bounce coming through as well. And that's what we can expect out of this. It was looking, from the look of things, that this aspect of the game would definitely be affected, which is the extra bounce, the variable bounce is definitely going to come through with that blanket of dry grass on the surface.
Absolutely, and throughout the day we have seen the fast bowlers, especially they're enjoying here bowling on this surface. Those cutters are helping them to get those wickets, an extra bounce. Yet again on the back foot, played towards the third man region. An excellent spell from Shahid Nawaz. 2 overs, 11 runs and couple of wickets in his kitty. 42 for the loss of 3, 5 overs gone.
Well, Farooq Moman continuing here. A single taken of the first ball. And with that, there will be a double change in the voices in the com box. It will be Ahmed Khwaja. Accompanying him will be Abid Ibrahim.
Thank you very much, Asim Sheikh. Match right on a knife edge here. 29 required of 29. Googly, nicely bowled by Mohammad Farooq, but squeezed out to mid-wicket for a single. It's just run-a-ball stuff here for the Emirates Blues, but it's certainly been a nervy run chase. Early wickets taken by Shahid Nawaz put them on the back foot. Farooq Moment also striking, getting the wicket of Fahad Nawaz. 44 for 3, 28 needed of 28. They just need a couple of boundary shots to ease the pressure. Force down the ground as I welcome Abid Ibrahim into the com box alongside me.
Thank you very much, AZ. And thank you, Asim Sheikh and Mudassir Ali. Well, I'll tell you what, AZ, we've been spoiled by watching those close encounters where you need 9 of 3, where you need 15 of last 6.
Oh, that's gone through everybody, including the wicketkeeper. These are the 4 runs that Emirates Blues were looking for. Missed by the batter, missed by the keeper. 4 byes, and that could be the final blow to Team Dubai's dreams here. Run away for 4.
Well, I don't think so at the moment. Dubai can afford to do such a sloggy fielding there. Look at that. That ball has turned sharply. Nothing for the keeper they could have done.
Yeah, quite unlucky there, Mohammad Farooq. 49 for 3 now. Required run rate coming down by the minute. Once again, that googly, nicely read by Ansh Tandon. And he's doing a responsible job here. This partnership now up to 13 runs between the pair, raising the 50 for Emirates Blues.
Yeah, they just want to stick around and chase this comfortably. No more casualties. I think Dubai is the team who's probably working on the net run rate, and Emirates Blues as well. Both of the teams.
A brilliant fielding of his own bowling. It's been a great spell from Mohammad Farooq. Deserved more rewards, but he'll have to settle with figures of 1 for 14. 50 for 3 after 6. So for live ball-by-ball updates and exclusive content, do subscribe to Sports Eye on all your social media channels, the likes of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram especially. We'll have all the thrills and spills of the D10 and many, many more. So do get on Sports Eye and so soon as possible. I've certainly subscribed it on all my socials and it's certainly great content. This time chipped in the air, long off settling and takes the catch. So Rahul Bhatia strikes on his very, very first ball. Just when you thought Emirates Blues were cruising to a victory, another wicket goes down.
Well, just in the end, there was smoothly looking nicely. And Ansh wanted to do something great. He wanted to finish things off early, but it's Bhatia. Difficult to pick him up. Look at that, coming down the track, miscued. Probably, if he would have gone to the long on, would have been a better option. But miscued. Abdul Malik takes that catch, but that catch, even that wicket, will not help the team. Emirates Dubai, they need more wickets. 50 for 4.
So the new batter coming in is the wicketkeeper, Tanish Suri. A very talented young lad, has a bright future ahead of him. And he would just like to get the 20-odd runs required. Come in, not out, boost his confidence, contribute to the team's success. Rahul Bhatia, first ball wicket. Right on the money here. And he will perhaps try to build up that dot ball pressure.
Well, I think Tanish Suri is someone who's had, as you mentioned, has a bright future. He's so talented young boy, especially very strong towards his leg side.
Nicely turned towards the long on to get off the mark. Yes, both him and his younger brother Udish Suri, left arm spinner. Very, very talented young boys, have a bright, bright future. No relation to Chirag Suri, UAE international, I believe. But that would, if they are, that is certainly one talented cricketing family.
Well, I don't think so, they are. But it's only the surname.
Very famous name indeed in the UAE cricket circles. This time turned towards mid-wicket. Ashwant looking for two. There was a bit of confusion, but they chose to err on the side of safety. Only one.
Well, both these brothers, Tanish and Udish, they have a bright future. They are very talented, especially the young one, Udish. He's got a little bit of a swag and a body language. He lives on his own world, thinks that he's the best in the business.
Chipped in the air over the extra cover. Wasn't to the pitch of the ball. Beautifully bowled by Bhatia. And very lucky that didn't go straight to that extra cover. Misfield. Well, that's something you could ill afford at this stage. A silly run conceded.
Well, that's another young man is sitting for his turn next. Saxena.
Oh yes, Aryan Saxena, super talent out of Sharjah, his hometown. Very, very bright future of him as well. UAE under 19. Nice looking drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder for a dot. 54 for 4 at the end of 7. Run a ball 18 required. So at the same stage, Team Dubai were really struggling. Emirates Blues ahead on the scoring, but they've lost an extra wicket. And I don't think they can afford any more wickets going down here in the run chase. They want to end it as early as possible and as clinically as possible as well. Who's going to come into bowl? Going to see some more spin being introduced here. Match number 19 of the D10 2023, powered by Fancode. It's been an exciting day of cricket so far. And we have yet another game coming up. Emirates Red taking on Team Fujairah. Can they cause a mega upset? Nilansh Keswani into the attack. Another left arm spinner. But this time he'll be bowling to the shorter leg side boundary for Ashwant. And Ashwant takes a chance. He's got a lot of height. Has he got the distance? No, he does not. Another important wicket going down for Emirates Blues.
Immediately a wicket there for young Nilansh. There you go. The archer goes up. Big wicket. This is Ashwant Waltappa. Take a walk out. This could be a turn of events for Team Dubai. Maybe slightly a window opening here. They might pick up another couple of wickets and we'll have a game out of this. Shahid Nawaz takes that catch, stays underneath it, and it's Nilansh Keswani. Well, he'll not stop entertaining you. A wicket on a very first delivery of his second over. It's 54 for 5.
So the new batter coming in is indeed Aryan Saxena. Two very young lads at the crease now for the Blues. Nicely tucked into mid-wicket. They're going to push for 2 here, but stick to 1. This could be an opportunity to inflict some serious pressure here for Team Dubai. Can they cause some panic to set in among the ranks of the Blues? 55 for 5. Only 17 runs needed. Oh, beautifully glided beyond the keeper. Beautiful shot, Tanish Suri. And they'll pick up a priceless boundary. That's a serious shot, played under serious pressure.
Cannot an easy one to execute, especially when you see you're running out of your partners at the other end. Tanish Suri. They had a lot of outings there, but I tell you one thing is for sure, the keepers, it's all the time they love to play behind. And that was not an easy shot to execute.
Well, even Babar Azam would have been proud of that one. What a shot. And steps out, next delivery, punch towards long off and taken. Well, they just keep shooting themselves in the foot here. Emirates Blues, what was the need of that shot after picking up a boundary?
There you go, Nilansh Keswani amongst the wickets. He is trying his every bit to bail out his team Dubai to get a victory here. It's a runnable occasion, yes, but the wickets are trembling at the moment. Look at that, he chased it, followed the batter's foot. He saw Tanish was coming down the ground. Aryan Lakra takes that catch. And a young man, little too eager, wanted to finish this game off early. 7 of 6 for Tanish Suri. It's 59 for 6.
New batter in is Aditya Shetty. Oh, beats the outside edge. Quicker one from Nilansh Keswani. This has been a game turning over here from the young archer.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting contest. Aditya and Nilansh. Yeah. There will be a lot of banters between the two.
Well, he is a combative character, Nilansh Keswani. And beautifully bowled. They're just pushing it through. Sweeping across the line, and fine leg does really well. Jayaditya saved a certain boundary there. So 12 needed of 12. This match is going right down to the wire. Don't go anywhere. So you can watch all the exclusive live ball-by-ball coverage of the Emirates D10 2023 on the Myco app. Watch it, earn it, and own it. Download it on your Google or Apple Play Store and watch all the action. It's certainly becoming a gripping contest here in match number 19 of the Emirates D10 12 needed of 12, 6 wickets down. Rahul Bhatia in. And right on the money, dot ball. Well, I'm running out of fingernails here, Abid.
Well, while I need to leave my chair, this game is getting into the interesting phase. Very, very exciting. The young lads take on each other. That's how it turns out to be. Exciting game.
It's been a real tussle for sure. Cut away and into the gap. So there's a single. Aditya Shetty doing the wise thing, just rotating the strike. And Aryan Saxena, can he pick up a boundary just to ease the nerves in the dugout? Alishan Sharfu cannot believe it's come down to this. 11 needed of 10.
Yeah, I think there'll be a tense moment here. So far, no tense, but as long as they have Aryan.
Oh, picked it up on the leg side over the square leg region. It's gone for 6. What a hit under pressure. And the entire dugout is on its feet.
Well, that could be the final nail on the coffin for Team Dubai. Bhatia bowled it slightly wrong, give it on the onside, an easy one to place it and puts it away, and the ball goes into the bushes.
Well, now the $1 million smiles come out. Now they look relaxed. I knew it all along that Aryan Saxena would hit a 6 and Shahid Nawaz doing some gardening. This is the hit on the pads, back of a length and swiveled on it, beautifully put away for half a dozen.
Well, I think more than 6, it hurts when it goes beyond those bushes.
So 5 needed of 9 now. The pressure is off. Can he hold his nerve? Nicely punched into the covers. They're pushing for 2, but they'll stick to 1. No need to make any silly mistakes. The game is in hand.
They do need to pick a wicket here. That's the only option left for Team Dubai. They have a very slight chance. But the only way I see is pick up Aditya or Aryan. Aryan must be the one they should be eyeing on.
Just that one bad delivery in the spell. You do have to feel for poor Rahul Bhatia. He did what he could. Only conceded 12 runs in 10 legal deliveries. So 4 needed of 8. Ringfield in the ring on the offside. There is a deep cover in place as well. And the straight fielders as well as the mid-wicket. Chipped in the air. Does it have the distance? No, it doesn't. Drops in front of Hriday. And they will pick up a couple of runs. Aditya Shetty wanted to finish it off in style. Not quite.
Yeah, there you go. Alishan is having a chat with Farooq there. And I don't think so that's advisable.
Of course, he's literally seen him grow up as a cricketer. Farooq, head of the Dubai Cricket Council. Big shot towards long on. Does it have the legs? No, it does not. Another wicket goes down. Another twist in the tail of this game.
Just 2 needed, and Aditya wanted to close this off in style. Couldn't get the elevation. That went up in the air. Rahul Bhatia strikes, gets a wicket. Now 2 needed of 6. But I tell you what, they should bring every fielder inside the ring. Let's stop the supply of singles. That was a big hit on the onside, but not the distance. Maybe something out of this game. We are looking towards that nail-biting end. Aditya Shetty scoring 4 of 6, 70 for 7 Blues.
So it's going to be Aryan Lakra to bowl the final over. Aryan to Aryan. Everybody on the dugout on their feet. They cannot bear the tension. Only 2 needed of 6. Surely nothing crazy is going to happen here. Surely. But you never know. Good to have the experience of Aryan Lakra to bowl the final over. Cut away. It's a dot ball. No single there. 2 needed of 5. Everybody in on the offside. And there is a mid-wicket and fine leg in at the leg side as well.
Well, you cannot expect not to be a thriller game when these two teams, these two young teams, take on each other.
Well, hold your horses. Anything can happen. 2 needed of 5. Aryan Saxena, just chip it over the offside ring, young man. You'll have the victory. Don't go across the line would be my advice to him. Second ball. Cuts it in the air and dropped. Shahid Nawaz. That would have set the cat among the pigeons if Aryan Saxena had chipped out there. Very lucky.
Well, I think that was a moment of the game where Shahid Nawaz putting this down. Aryan against Aryan. And Aryan Saxena survives that. No run. Still 2 needed of 4.
Oh, goodness me. What is happening in this game? 2 needed of 4. Steps out and launches it over extra cover. Game, set and match. It's gone all the way for 6. And here come the teammates into the field. It's victory for the Blues. But they certainly made hard work of it.
Well, I tell you what, if that catch would have been taken, we would have been a different game altogether. But what a win this is for Emirates Blues. They won by just 3 wickets. They'll be glad. And it was never an easy given by Team Dubai. They fought really hard. You need to give them a credit. These bowlers especially bowled really well. With a low total on board, they still put on a good fight.
Oh, absolutely. A wonderful, intriguing, interesting game of D10 cricket here. But in the end, it's Emirates Blues who now have back-to-back wins. And that will give them a lot of confidence. Handshakes all round. The game was certainly played in a wonderful spirit of cricket. So let's take a look at the batting analysis then. Not any major big scores to talk about. 14 apiece for Alishan, Ashwant Valthappa and Aryan Saxena hitting the winning blow over extra cover for 6.
Well, impressive bowling. This has been Nilansh Kiswani with 2 wickets, given only 12. Shahid Nawaz with 2 wickets, given 11. And Mohammad Farooq has got a wicket apiece, 7 given an over. And Rahul Bhatia also bowled really well, picked up 2 wickets and given 14 in his 2. Well, have a look at the highlights of this exciting game between Dubai and Emirates Blues. That's how Abdul Malik has been expensive little early into the day. They were scoring runs quite freely, but that didn't happen for a real long time. Alishan, until he was there, I think he dented the confident along with him, Zawar Farid. That went on the own side. They've been trying to come down the ground, and that was when Alishan and soon after Zawar departed, both of them. And Valthappa tried to stay around for a while, but he also couldn't resist a lot there. But Nawaz got dismissed. Brilliant bowling there. And that game got 6 runs to, a catch in the deep. Valthappa then trying his best to get the team out in situation, but good take from Shahid Nawaz. And again, this one was a dismissal. It was a good catch. This 6 has really costed them the game. That's what I feel. Where Rahul Bhatia then trying to get the team over the line. It was Tanish Suri who got dismissed in the end. And Aryan Lakra tries to finish off, but couldn't really do well. In the end, it was Emirates Blues who had the victory over Team Dubai. Safi Tariq top score with just 16 for Dubai. Harsh Desai, the best bowler for them, picking up 2 wickets, given 9. Aryan Saxena remained top scorer for Emirates Blues with only 14. So 3 batters getting 14 runs each. Alishan, Ashwant and Shahid Nawaz 2, Nilansh 2, Rahul Bhatia 2. Emirates Blues win this game by 3 wickets. A very good victory here. This is for Emirates Blues. They'll gain some confidence and they'll be moved up in the points rankings. Well, time for us to head towards the break. And when we come back, we'll go for the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony of the match number 19, played between Emirates Blues and Dubai. And it was Emirates Blues that won the toss, elected to bowl first, and they did a fantastic job in restricting the opposition to 71 runs. And in return, they managed to chase it down in 9.3 overs. It went on to the wire, but it wasn't very challenging. Fell short of 10-15 runs, in my opinion, in the first innings, Team Dubai. But it was this exceptional performance that earns the man of the match. It was Harsh Desai who picked up 2 wickets for in his 2-over spell, and conceding just 9 runs, and giving the man of the match will be our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Harsh, congratulations. You were fantastic with the ball. Tell me, what was the plan today? You looked very different bowling off spinners to the right-handed batter. What is the plan?
Yeah, I think as discussed with our captain earlier, I think with the new ball I was aiming to bowl the arm balls with the left arm, and then once the power play was done, I wanted to focus towards the longer boundary, and that's why I was bowling off spin to the righty as well.
Well, overall, what is the role that has been clarified to you?
I think in this format, dot balls are like gold, so that's the main aim, keeping it as quiet as possible.
Well, in terms of your batting abilities, you bat as well. What is the role that has been given to you as a batter in the side?
Luckily, I have not got much batting. But in the situations that I have gone, it's about giving strike to the big power hitters and just not giving my wicket away.
How much important is this victory for the team?
It's huge actually, coming from 5 straight losses in the D50 and then here as well. I think these two on the trot mean a lot to us.
Well, we wish you all the very best for the remaining matches. Continue surprising us with such performances.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, that's it from the post-match presentation. Thank you very much, and we'll dive into a quick short break. But once we are back, there is another action-packed match which is between Emirates Red and Fujairah. Until then, stay tuned.